Let's start this video with a confession. I'd like to confess that I have great difficulties in order to cross 15 to 1700 ELO points on chess.com. It's extremely difficult because these players are playing fantastic chess. They never ever do a single mistake. They don't make any mistakes and they play very nice chess actually. Not the best moves of the computer, but very good chess. And when some of them have silver or gold membership, it is like they have a gold shield from chess.com, and they ever touch them, they ever do anything against them. In this video we are going to talk about the chess cheating online or over the board. This is something that you should not do, and I'm going to provide a lot of reasons not to do it at all. What is cheating? Cheating is when you need help or when you ask help from outside source, for example from your computer or for another player. This is cheating actually. How can someone cheat? Can someone cheat by his computer, for example? If he is going to play a game, then he can set this position on his computer and waiting the computer to suggest the best move. So this is cheating. Or he can do it in real board, over the board, by his mobile. He can go on the toilet and after that check his mobile, what my mobile is suggesting, and this is cheating. Another way is when a friend of yours is suggesting something to your ear, for example, or suggest a move. For that reason, on over the board games, it's forbidden to talk. You should not talk with other people. This is what you should not do. And last but not least, I discussed it with some friends of mine actually, and when you are playing online you should not opening books or online database or things like that, because it's cheating as well. No one can cut you or do anything against you because you are playing the theory, but you should not do it actually because it is unfair to other people to do that. And now let's talk about some very famous stories. First of all, we have Kramnik Topalov incident. They played on 2006 in a reunion on the World Chess Championship match. I have a complete article about that. You are welcome to read it, because at some point this World Chess Champion separated and we had two different championships, the classical champion and FIDE champion. Kramnik managed to beat Garry Kasparov, the classical player, and from the other side we have the champion from FIDE, Topalov, and these two players played together on 2006. And after some games a lot of bad things happened, because the Bulgarian accused the other people that Kramnik used to go on restroom. They had their own restroom before inside the match when they are playing, because they played for a lot of time actually. They went on the restroom in order to wait his opponent to play, okay? But Kramnik immediately go to the restroom after every move and inside the toilet every single move actually. Bulgarians seen this one on the videos and said, okay, he is cheating. Why he's going to the toilet all of the times? And one side suggested that Kramnik was ill, he has a little illness actually, and the other side say that he is cheating. It was very complicated. Kramnik didn't play for one game actually. Everything is very close to blow up in the air, because Kramnik don't like to continue the game, but finally he managed to play it and he won the game at the end. These two players are not making handshake even today, and Topalov cannot play in Russia area actually. It is forbidden for him to play there. Another incident was in 2020 with Grandmaster Tigran Petrosian. He's not the world chess champion Tigran Petrosian, but another guy, Grandmaster. And we had two teams there. They played in final on chess.com event actually. One American team and the other Armenian team. And the Armenian team managed to beat them hardly, thanks to his Petrosian fantastic performance actually. And after the game, saw his Petrosian opponents start complaining, what is this, why he played like that, he played fantastic moves, humans cannot find these moves and things like that. And chess.com team checked the game and he realized that he was cheating. And another fact was that Petrosian, very often when he is playing, he looked behind, maybe his mobile or something like that. He received some help, and for that reason he lost finally the game, and Chess.com banned him forever. So this guy cannot play on Chess.com anymore. And we have another incident happened this year, actually 2022, against Carlsen and Niemann. Niemann managed to beat World Chess Champion with the black pieces without give him a single chance. He beat him very badly. Would you like to become sure and get stable result at chess? Then I'm recommending you this training program divided in years according to FIDE rating. For example, 800, 1000, 1100, 1200. And if you click in any of these links, then you can see the curriculum of each lesson. Here you can see a small video and a very detailed description of the lesson. Please also notice that you can see a lot of puzzles, try to solve them. We have puzzles with 10 questions for every single training program. It's completely free and you can try it out. The basic methodology of the training program is that we get the basic ideas, then we have illustrative chess examples, specific exercises for each theoretical lesson, and last but not least the final conclusions. The main difference from other programs is that here we are going to analyze the typical opening errors, how to avoid them, the characteristic middle game errors of each level, learn the basic endgames, and last but not least the visualization program. This is very important because it will help you to foresee the chess move ahead and calculate better comparing to your opponents. You can get the package of 4 of these training programs, which contain 95 theoretical lessons, approximately 780 minutes. It analyzed 800 games in this fantastic final prize. So time for action is now, and click the link in the description. After this, Carlsen withdrew his participation from this championship and he went away. He accused, let's say, Niemann that he is cheating, but we don't have any facts actually right now. We don't know what happened there, but you see it's something very serious, this one. And then we have other ideas. Why people are cheating actually? Why? Because your usual play is not so good anymore and you're not happy from your usual play. And chess is a multiple level game actually. We have a lot of steps. You can start from the beginning and step by step go forward and improve yourself. You cannot start playing today and tomorrow start beating everyone, right? You need to build yourself to learn a lot of things, to understand how to calculate. We have a lot of ideas there, but some people would like to proceed very fast actually, or to win, or to see how the win is, and for that reason they use computer. Another reason is that they don't care about the consequences. They don't care about that. They are just cheating. Another one is that they would like to feed their ego. I'd like to win. I'd like to get some victories. Another very important reason is to get revenge. If you lose a lot of games actually, then you would like to win desperately. I'd like to win, but I cannot do it myself. I'm going to open my computer. You would like to win. This is another reason actually. And this is some reasons. Actually, we have a lot of reasons that cheating is bad. I have 15 reasons on the article. You're very welcome to read this one, but more specifically you should focus on this. If you're cheating, you are very connected with computer moves. You are waiting computer to suggest something. Even if the next move is very easy, you will not feel confident. You should not feel sure. You're going to ask it again. Is this the right solution? Maybe I'm going to blow up everything. Let's check again. So you are very connected with the computer, and this is not good. Another very important reason is that this is harm your thinking process. This is extremely important because if you are harm your thinking process, you cannot take decisions, and if you cannot take decisions, then you cannot really play good chess. This is harm. So using computer affect your progress. You will not have good progress. Last but not least, Carlsen himself gave an interview recently, and he said that he has some people on his team Probably it's very nice, very strong people, title players, and because they are using computers so much, they would like to find new ideas in order to improve Carlsen's games, and for that reason they use computers so much, and they cannot play real chess over the board because they are connected to the computer. They cannot really think by themselves. They are waiting computer to find something. This is really bad. And I have a friend of mine who is working with computers, and he didn't play for last 5-6 years actually real chess over the board. So you should not do this. Now, last but not least, how to find the cheaters. What is the cheaters? Cheaters use metronome. Metronome is an organ that help musicians to play in the right tempo, in the right moment. And when someone is cheating, is using approximately 3 to 5 seconds per move. For example, the opening move, to play e4, the first move, he is going to play this after 3 seconds. We have a recapture. I captured your queen, you have to recapture it back. This is force, right? They are thinking 3 seconds. And another scenario is when you need to think a good plan or to proceed actually, and usually players need a lot of time to do this. But again, they use 3 seconds. So these are the cheaters. Another actually idea is that never ever make mistakes. They can play inaccuracies, they could play the second or the third move of the computer, but they never blunder everything. It's impossible. Even the best players in the world blunder something at some point, but they never blunder. They have very pure endgame technique. And you're going to say, I don't have good technique in general, how can I understand it? I'm going to create a new course about the endgame, and you're going to see a lot. But in general, people who are cheating, they are not playing good on the endgames. They cannot really understand the big picture. This is something else that you should keep in mind. Another way is that rating manipulation. For example, they have rating go extremely up, and then it can go extremely down. We have these ups and downs all of the times. And why this is happening? Because sometimes they use computer, they can get some rating, and after that they play by themselves, and they go to lose again and again. And another fact that can catch your eye is that they have very new accounts. For example, someone created his account on 2022 and he has extremely big rating. Who are you actually? How did you get this one? You don't have a name or something, what happened in your previous account, and things like this. Conclusions, very important conclusions. In general, you should not cheat actually, because this can harm your progress, your chess progress. You will feel very connected to the computer and you cannot think by yourself. This is very important. You should think independently. And last but not least, see the first thoughts of the computer, the first moves. It will harm your thinking process. You're not going to think by yourself, and this is something very bad, and for that reason you should not cheat. Thanks for your time, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Here it's time for action. This is the initial page of my website, and here you can click Give me access to get access to free lessons. You can read this page, and if you scroll down, here you can add your name and your email. After that, you're going to take a free lesson how to avoid chess blunders. So, time for action is now, and you're very welcome to join my mail list.